Hi friends, welcome to GFK tutorials. In this video, we are going to see about the root locus. Okay, so root locus, generally locus means the path traced by the poles of the CH equation. Okay, na? So locus means the path traced. Locus means the path traced by roots of the CH equation. Okay, na? So path traced by the roots of the CH equation. So what is meant by CH equation? Already that is discussed in the last couple of videos. CH equation means the denominator of the transfer function represents the CH equation. At the same time, if we want to see the CH equation, generally 1 plus g of s into h of s value is equal to 0. This is a generalized CH equation. Okay. So in this CH equation, g of s into h of s value is equal to -1. The magnitude of g of s into h of s value is equal to 1. This is generally called as a magnitude condition. Okay. Angle of g of s into h of s value is equal to 2q plus 1 into 180 degrees, or else simply we can call as a plus or minus odd multiples of 180 degrees. So this is the reason. So here g of s into, suppose if you are taking in terms of angle of this one is equal, what is the value? Generally -1 is equal to e power j theta is equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. Okay. Suppose if you are taking e power 2n plus 1 or maybe 2q plus 1. Okay. So if you are representing in this format n theta, so that is equal to cos of 2n plus 1 into theta plus j sin 2n plus 1 into theta. Suppose if you are taking theta is equal, n is equal to 0 case, that is equal to cos theta, okay, plus j sin, so n is equal to 0. That means this is a general triangle, and the odd number of one like cos theta is equal to -1 అవుతుంది అంటే ఓకే odd number of values అయితే even number of one అయితే sin value plus అవుతుంది. So this is a generalized triangle, that means based on this assumption you will get the value of -1 is equal to మనం 2n plus 1 అనే క్రైటీరియా రాస్తాం. This is generally called as angle condition అని చెప్తాం. Okay, angle condition. These two are important for root locus primary. Okay, so let us say here angle condition. So in this case, that is a generalized criteria where -1 is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi format actually. Okay? So it will represent the theta is equal to pi. If you are taking pi, this equation is valid. Therefore, that is equal to cos pi plus j sin pi. Okay, generally we don't know theta, so for that purpose, convenient point of view, theta can be taken as the pi. Cos pi is equal to -1, right? Okay, that is equal to -1 j sin, so 180 degrees. Pi is nothing but 180 degrees, right? So sin pi is equal to 0. Therefore, that is equal to, you will get -1. So it is valid for any value. Suppose if you are taking at that time sin n is equal to 1 consideration 2 plus 1 cos theta. That means cos of 3 pi plus j sin 3 pi theta. So here 3 pi is nothing but even odd multiples. You will get a minus value. So it is an odd value. Obviously that value is equal to 0 because of that sin 2 pi. Okay, only even multiples of values only will get the sin value is equal to 1 only. Okay, now that is the story behind this one. -1 can be represented in the 2q plus 1 or maybe 2n. Maybe some literatures they will follow 2n plus 1 into 190. So maybe textbook to textbook they can represent, that is a dummy variable actually. Okay. So suppose if you want to draw the root locus, okay, if you want to draw the root locus, generally root locus means a path traced by the poles of the system. Path traced by the poles of the system means that generally if you are taking a j omega plane, it is a sigma plus j omega, because of that s is equal to sigma plus j omega. So this is a real value and this is a imaginary value. ఈ పోల్స్ ఎక్కడ మ్యాప్ చేయాలి? ఈ మ్యాప్ చేసే రూట్ లోకస్ ఎక్కడ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవుతుంది? సెంట్రాయిడ్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది? యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ అసిమ్ప్టోట్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఒకవేళ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ అసిమ్ప్టోట్స్ ఎక్కడ మీట్ అవుతాయి? ఎంత యాంగిల్ తో అప్రోచెస్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్ వెళ్ళాలి? ఇవన్నీ తెలియాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వి నీడ్ టు learn how to draw the root locus, and if you want to draw the root locus, what are the steps or maybe rules for plot the root locus. These are the different rules for draw the root locus. So for that purpose, let us see first one. So first rule says that root locus is symmetrical about the real axis. About the real axis. ఈ real axis కి symmetrical గా ఉంది అండి. ఈ వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ ఉందంటే symmetrical గా మీనింగ్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఇక్కడ ఒక వాల్యూ ఇక్కడ ఒక వాల్యూ దీనికి రెఫరెన్స్ గా తీసుకుంటే ఇవి రెండు సేమ్ గా ఉన్నాయంటే సిమెట్రీ అనేది మీనింగ్. సో దట్ మీన్స్ ది ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్ ఇస్ వాల్యూ. ఓకే, సెకండ్ వన్ ఏం చెప్తుంటే రూట్ లోకస్ స్టార్ట్స్ విత్ ఏ 4 అండ్ ఎండ్ విత్ ఏ 0. ఓకేనా, రూట్ లోకస్ స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్ అంటే 4 తో స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి, ఎండ్ విత్ ఏ 0 అంటారు. రూట్ లోకస్ 3 ఏం చెప్తున్నా అంటే రూట్ లోకస్ ఇస్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ వెన్ ఎ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ పోల్స్ అండ్ జీరోస్ ఆర్ ఆడ్ మల్టిపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ రైట్. మీరు తీసుకున్న పాయింట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో రూట్ లోకస్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ కావాలి అంటే. ఓకేనా, so that will be discussed in with the help of a problem. It will give a clear idea, right? Okay, so for that purpose I will take one small example for this one, root locus plot. So that is nothing but this I will take one column. So for that purpose, let us take one problem that is nothing but g of s is equal to k by s into s plus 2 s plus 4. Okay, so first of all you have to identify the number of poles and zeros in this consideration. So poles means roots of the characteristic equation, or maybe roots of the denominator represents the poles. Therefore poles is equal to here three roots for CH equation, that is nothing but poles is equal to 3. That means P is equal to 3. So we don't have any zeros in the numerator, we don't have any factors, therefore 0 z is equal to 0. Okay, therefore P minus z is equal to 3 minus 0, you will get a 3. Okay, now so for the rough plot point of view, okay, now first of all you have to draw your rough plot, then only it will give some idea for this one. So j omega sigma. So what is the pole now? So pole will be existing at s is equal to 0 is the one point, s is equal to minus 2 the another point, and s is equal to 4 is the one more point. Okay, now so in this consideration that is nothing but always root locus start with a pole and end with a 0. Root locus start with a pole means that suppose if you are taking any point across the real axis, suppose this is a let us assume that each point the total number of poles and zeros may be 1, so odd number, therefore root locus may be existing in this region. So as per the second statement they said that always root locus start with a pole and end with a 0. So there is some complexity will be presented here. This is a pole, maybe it may be end with a 0, but it is a pole again. So is it possible? Obviously as per the second statement it is not a value. So there will be a chance of it may be approaches somewhere else from this one. Okay, as per the second statement they said that root locus start with a pole and end with a 0. Pole దగ్గర స్టార్ట్ అయింది, మరి ఇక్కడ 0 దగ్గర టెర్మినేట్ అవ్వాలంటే ఇది కూడా పోలే కదా. ఓకే, మరి ఇవి రెండు ఎక్కడో అప్రోచ్ అయ్యి ఒక 0 దగ్గర టెర్మినేట్ అవుతున్న క్లారిటీ ఉంది, అవి ఎంత యాంగిల్ వెళ్తున్నా తెలియదు. ఓకే, ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నా we don't know exactly. So for that purpose let it be see your general criteria. Okay na, so this is the in root locus. Okay na, so suppose if you are taking in this region 2 poles are there, even number, so root locus not existing, therefore no root locus. So there is a criteria for this one, 1 2 3. 3 poles are existing for the reference point of, that is nothing but odd multiples of poles and 0, there is a possibility of root locus. So this is nothing but in root locus. So up to now it is clear, right? So this is just a rough plot only. As per the second statement they said that pole start root locus start with a pole and end with a 0. So in this case also start with a pole and ends with a 0. When we approaches somewhere else infinite, then maybe 0 will be there, at that time it may be terminated. Let it be like this. Okay, now so as well as theta is equal to angle of asymptotes. Okay, angle of asymptotes formula is nothing but, so that is nothing but theta is equal to rule number 4. Okay, theta, this is nothing but rule number 4 actually. So you need to calculate root locus existing. So this is the for second one. So theta is equal to 2q plus 1 divided by p minus z into 180 degrees. This is the formula, right? So 2q is equal to here. The formula for q is equal to range from 0, 1 up to p minus j minus 1. This is the range of the q value. Okay now. So here p minus z is equal to 3, right? Okay now. Therefore q is equal to 0, 1, 3 minus 1. Therefore q is equal to 0, 1. Last value is equal to 2. Okay. So therefore q is equal to range. So therefore initially you have to substitute q is equal to 0, 1 consideration to 1 like this. Okay. Therefore you will get theta is equal to, for q is equal to 0 consideration, 1 divided by 3 into 180 degrees. Therefore you will get 180 degrees. Okay. Sorry, 60 degrees. Okay. Sorry. At the same time theta 1, theta 2 is equal to, so for q is equal to 1 consideration, 2 into 1 plus divided by 3 into 180, you will get 180 degrees. The same time for theta 2. At the same time for theta 3, that is equal to 2 into q is equal to plus 1 divided by 3 into 180. Okay, you will get 6. 6 into 5, 300. So these are the angle of asymptotes. Okay, theta is equal to 60 degrees, theta is equal to 180 degrees, theta is equal to 300 degrees. Okay now. So those are the three angles. So what they represent, angle of asymptote represents means the corresponding point approaches to infinite with an angle of 60 degrees and 180 degrees and 300 degrees. That is the indication for the root locus branches or approaches to infinite with an angle of 3 angles. That angle can be represented by the angle of asymptote. Let me see here 180 degrees. So that means this point wave approaches to 180 degrees, right? So that means another 2 branches may be locating to approaches to infinite with an angle of only 60 degrees and second one is nothing but 180 degrees. Now there is a question mark. Okay sir, fine. Up to now it is clear. Angle of asymptote means the root locus branches are approaches to infinite. That will be very good, sir. Then where it may be started from which point? It may be starting from this point or it may be starting from this point. We don't know exactly that criteria. So for that purpose, the centroid represents the starting point of the asymptotes. Okay, centroid represents the starting point of the asymptotes. The asymptotes starting with their centroid. So centroid is nothing but, this is a generalized formula for centroid. Okay, centroid formula is nothing but, this is the criteria. In this case, what they represent is nothing but, all asymptotes meet at a point is generally called as a centroid. Okay, all meeting points of the asymptotes is generally called as a centroid. So for that purpose, that is the one consideration. Suppose if you want to find out the conventional method for centroid, that is nothing but real part of poles minus real part of zeros divided by p minus n. So as per the formula, sigma centroid can be represented as sigma. That is equal to real part of s is equal to 1 is nothing but s is equal to minus 2 is the real value. So that is nothing but minus 2 minus 4. So we don't have any real values of zeros actually. We don't have any zeros. So we have to neglect that one. So divided by p minus z. P minus z is equal to 3. You will get minus 6 divided by 3. That will get at 2. That means centroid is existing at minus 2. That means the centroid is also centroid for this one. Okay. That means from the centroid, all asymptotes are approaches to infinite with an angle of 60 degrees and second one with 180 degrees and third one is nothing but 300 degrees. So 300 is nothing but obviously it follows a symmetrical nature. 60, okay, this is 180. So this is nothing but 360 with 9. Both are will be equal. 60, 60, 180. Okay. So this is the one consideration, right? I will give a trick for this one. In case if you want to find out the centroid. So I think this is the third order, right? Third order format. So third order nodes. Suppose if you want to represent the CH complete expansion, what is the generalized criteria? S cube, right? Right. S cube. So 4 plus 2, 6s square. Sorry, 6s square. Next one. So product of 2, 8s. Okay. Product of 2 into 4, 8. Now in this case, the trick is that whatever the denominator, okay, that denominator previous highest power is nothing but divided with p minus 10. Okay, so this one is equal to previous denominator. అంటే ఈ ఫస్ట్ పవర్ కంటే ప్రిసీడింగ్ ఉండే పవర్ ఏంటో చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ minus 6 divided by p minus 10 that gives rest directly. Okay na? In case the zeros unnana same criteria. We don't want to calculate p minus 10 total number sum చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. In case అలా ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ ఉంది అంటే then follow the same process for this one. Okay na? Suppose when we take s plus 1 is the one 0 అనుకున్నాం. So s into s plus 1, sorry, s plus 2, suppose s plus 4 అనే కన్సిడరేషన్ తీసుకుంటాం. Here also same thing, expansion same రెండు సేమ్ కదా. Therefore నేను తీసుకుంటాను. So in this consideration 6. Okay నా? ఎందుకంటే s cube మనకు ఓవరాల్ గా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ పవర్. దీంట్లో s పవర్ 1 is the first one. దీని ప్రిసీడింగ్ వన్ ఏముంది బిఫోర్ 1 కదా. సో దాన్ని తీసుకోవాలి కన్సిడరేషన్. ఓకే, -6 - 1 divided by you will p minus z is equal to 3 అని తీసుకుంటే n that value సంతోషం. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ ద ట్రిక్ ఫర్ దిస్ వన్ ఫర్ ఫైండింగ్ ది సెంట్రాయిడ్. సార్ ఇవన్నీ కష్టం సార్ అంటే కన్వెన్షన్ అయితే లేట్ అవుతుంది, ట్రిక్ అయితే ఈజీ అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెథడ్ ఫర్ దిస్ వన్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ సెంట్రాయిడ్ is over. Next one is nothing but break point. So in break point we have 2 points is there. That is nothing but break away point and break in point. So then when we can say that is a break away point and when we can say that is a break in point. Okay, so break away points means that the break away point is existing between the two successive poles. Okay, between the two successive poles there may be a chance of break away point. In between successive two zeros there is a called a break in point. So this is nothing but break away and break in. Enduk sir, is there any reason? Obviously reason. As per the statement of root locus, they said that root locus start with a pole and ends with a 0. So you can start with a pole, but termination is not a 0. So for that purpose, it may be approaches to somewhere else or maybe approaches to terminate at a 0. అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడో 0 దగ్గర టెర్మినేట్ అవుతుంది కదా. That's why it is the breakaway point will be existing. Break away, ఇక్కడ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది, విడిపోవాలి. ఎందుకంటే ఖచ్చితంగా ఇది వ్యాలిడ్ కాదు, 0 దగ్గర టెర్మినేట్ అవ్వాలి. That's why it is a break. మరి బ్రేకింగ్ పాయింట్ ఎందుకు అంటున్నారు అంటే there may be chances of pole may be started somewhere else, but it may be terminated at 0. If ఇలా వచ్చేసి ఇక మీటింగ్ ఇలా టెర్మినేట్ అవుతుంది. So that's why ఇక్కడ లొకేషన్ టువర్డ్స్ ది పోల్ వస్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి బ్రేకింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ ది 0 కాబట్టి బ్రేకింగ్ అంటున్నాం. ఇక్కడ నుంచి బయటకు వెళ్తున్నాయి కాబట్టి బ్రేక్ అవే అంటున్నాం. So when we can say that it's a point is a valid breakaway point, is there any rule? Means that obviously certain rules are there. So for that purpose, let us say rule number 6. So rule number 6 says that breakaway point. So rule number 6, breakaway point. So in this consideration, we will get only breakaway point. So therefore, breakaway point. If you want to find out the breakaway point, this is a generalized criteria. So complete equation can be represented in terms of k. Okay, dk by ds shall be equal to 0. Then follow the conventions. If the k is a positive, it is a valid breakaway point. K is equal to negative, we will follow the invalid breakaway. So for that purpose, so complete equation. This is a generalized equation, right? So for simplicity, I will tell the secret of this one. So this complete equation is equal to what is this general s cube, no? Okay. So instead of that one, actually previously we know that g of s into h of s is equal to -1 criteria, and the 1 plus ch equation, right? Therefore 1 plus k divided by s into s plus 2 into s plus 4 is equal to 0. ch equation. From this ch equation you have to represent k value. Therefore this is equal to k divided by s into s plus 2 into s plus 4 is equal to -1. Okay, so that means k is equal to -1 into s into s plus 2 into s plus 4. Okay, so as usual, you know the secret behind this one. Minus, this is in terms of third order. Okay, multiplication of inner product as well as external product. Therefore, s cube product addition of those two, you will get the 6 s square. So product of those two, 8s. All conventions may be equal to -1 because of before sign may be negative. Minus 6s square minus 8s. After that we have differentiation the k with respect to s. Sir, obviously why do we differentiate the corresponding equation? Means suppose if we want to find out the any value, maybe maximum or minimum value obviously in the functions itself you have to differentiate that value and equate to 0, you will get a minimum value or maximum value. That is the basic mathematical fundamentals. Okay? Therefore, if you are differentiating this one, you will get minus 3s square, 12s and 8. So equate to 0. Equate, if you are taking the equate to 0 means that 3s square plus 12s plus 8 is equal to 0. Just if you adjust the corresponding sign changes. So obviously you don't have any factors, it is not possible, right? So you have to follow the convention method. That is nothing but minus b plus or minus. So can b square. B square means that 12 square 144. 4ac. 4a means that this is nothing but 4 into 4ac divided by 2e. So 2 into a is 6. Okay. So what is the value now? 12. 144. So 12 into 96, right? Okay. So 4 3s are 12 into 96. So 96 minus 144. So 4 difference equal 44. You will get a 48. Okay. Therefore, that is equal to. So you will get a values of this is nothing but a. So this is a 3s square. There may be possibility of 2 roots. Therefore, s1 comma 2 roots. Okay. So therefore, you will get a value of minus 12 plus or minus. Actually, within the root you will get a 48 actually. So 48 can be represented as 16 to 3. Sorry, 16 into 3. So out of 16 into 3, we will take a 4 as a common value, right? So therefore, we will represent 4 into root 3 divided by 6. There is a possibility. Okay. So within the bracket, you will get actually 48, right? So 48 can be represented as a square root of 16 into 3. So 4 will be come out from this. If you are squaring the same value, 16 into 3, value match out. So that is the process. So is there any possibility for this one corrections? So we will get a minus 2 plus or minus 2 by 3 into square root of root. So these are the breakaway points. But you have to check whether the point is a valid breakaway point or invalid breakaway point. Okay. So for that purpose, there is a lot of calculation process will be there. Okay. You need to take one value. So convention method. So the convention method for this one is equal to, just I will erase this one, right? Just to, for convention point of view, the criteria is nothing but general convention. I will give a trick for you also, don't worry, okay? This S1 is equal to root number 1 is equal to minus 2 plus 2 by 3 root 3. This is one equation. Okay, first root. Second root S2 is equal to minus 2 minus 2 by 3 root 3. Okay, so if you want to say this breakaway point is valid, this S value is substituted in the K equation. Where K is equal to one equation will be there, right? K is equal to this one. You have to substitute this S1 value in this equation. Just place, just you have to calculate all values, you will get a K value. If the K value is equal to positive, we can say that is the valid breakaway point. Okay, fine, that should be good. Suppose if K is equal to negative, it is an invalid breakaway. So how much time it takes? It takes a lot of time, right? Yes, sir. Yes, dear. This takes a lot of years. So for that purpose, I will give a short trick for this one. If the point is said to be a valid breakaway point, that is very important. If the point is said to be a valid breakaway point, the root of the corresponding breakaway point or breaking point, the corresponding S value may be located in the root locus part. That simply says that it is a valid breakaway point. No need to substitute the calculations, no need to calculate the key values and check for the positive or negative. Instead of that one, if you are calculating what is the value, can you find out this value? Minus 2 plus or 2 by 3, that value useless, you will get around minus 0.8. Okay, you will get value of 0.845 and you will get the second one is nothing, I think minus 3.15. So these are the two values if you are calculating. So check it once. These two values, which value is located in the root locus part, that is a valid breakaway point. No need to calculate, okay, no need to substitution and all those things. Simply the point or the root is located in the root locus part. Obviously, you can blindly say that this point is a valid break point. It may be valid breaking point or may breakaway point, whatever it may be. That is a generalized break. So in the previous diagram, if you draw the plot for this one, minus 2, minus 4. So this is the root locus, right? So this is also root locus, right? So check for these two conditions. Minus 0.845, that will be located from in this region, yes or no, before one. That means there is a possibility of this breakaway point will be existing in the root locus part. So blindly you can say that it is a valid breakaway point. valid breakaway point. So minus 3.15, that means whatever the roots nana ee roots lo vastayi kada s1 is equal to substitute cheyandi k value positive ante valid ani cheptunam. So calculate cheyalante these are the two roots. So in this case we have to substitute in this equation. K value positive vaste valid ani, in case k value negative vaste we will get a invalid. So instead of that one, ఈ root value calculate చేసి you will get some value actually. ఈ value అనేది minus 0.845 is maybe located here. So this part is root locus. So breakaway point is valid and direct గా చెప్పేయచ్చు. మరి సెకండ్ కన్సిడరేషన్ చూస్తే minus 3.15. So this is not a root locus. ఇక్కడ ఉంటుంది ఆ పాయింట్, root locus లేదు. So breakaway point is invalid. That is a trick for this one. Okay, instead of finding the conventional methodology. So think up to now. This is also over. Okay, rule number 6 is over. Next, rule number 7. So rule number 7 says that at what point the corresponding root locus diagram touches with the imaginary axis. Okay na, మరి ఒకేసారి పాయింట్ ఇలా అన్నారు ఇందాక సెంట్రాయిడ్ నుంచి ఇలా వెళ్ళిపోతాయి అన్నారు. మరి అసిమ్ప్టోట్స్ కానీ లేదా రూట్ లోకస్ ఇలా ఎగ్జిస్ట్ అవుతుంది కదా, ఈ రూట్ లోకస్ ఈ ఇమాజినరీ యాక్సిస్ ని ఏ పాయింట్ దగ్గర టచ్ చేస్తుంది, I need to that value, then only you can represent the corresponding graph very neatly గా డిజైన్ చేయాలి అంటే ఏ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఈ పాయింట్ ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. That is the next rule number 7. So in this case, this is a general rough plot for this one, right? So in this case, up to now we will find out the breakaway point is also over. Now we are moving to the 7th rule. 7th rule states that root locus intersection with the imaginary axis. So in this consideration, there is a root locus, it approaches to infinite, maybe terminated at 0. This is valid. But there may be a problem with this one only, this part only. So this is starting point, right? This is also starting point. These two are meet at some 0. Termination point will be 0. That maybe 0 may be approaches like this, right? Somewhere else, I don't know exactly. So, but there may be chance of these two lines are touches with j omega axis. Now our intention is nothing but the root locus touch with j omega is at which point. That is a basic thing. So for that purpose, we need to follow the RH criteria. So to find out the corresponding point of intersection. So actually our intention is nothing but RH criteria. Obviously, we need to follow the closer to CH equation, therefore that is equal to s cube plus addition of those two 6s square plus 8s plus k is equal to 0. Okay, now we have to follow the, I think directly we can say that that is nothing but possible with inner product is equal to external product. Inner product is equal to 8 6 are 48, 48 minus external product k into 1, k greater than 0. Okay, that means where 48 greater than k, therefore k less than or equal to 40. And that means for k less than or equal to 40, system may be stable. Okay, if k is equal to 48, system approaches to marginally stable. That is the point already discussed in RH criteria also. That is a simple trick for this one. Instead of finding all those things, okay. Suppose if k is equal to 48, what happens is that suppose general format. So that is nothing but s cube. So this is for only shortcut, only just finding the k value. So k is equal to 48 means there is some complexity s square, s power 1, s power 0. So first r powers, right, 1, 8. Next 6k. Therefore 48 minus k divided by 6. Next you will get only k value. Suppose when k is equal to 48, this complete row is equal to 0, right? When k is equal to 48. Therefore, at the time there is a possibility of complete row 0 means you need to follow the auxiliary equation criteria. Therefore, that is nothing but you have to form the auxiliary equation 6x square plus k is equal to 0. Okay, 6s square plus k. Therefore, 6s square k is equal to 48 is equal to 0. 6s square is equal to minus 48. S square is equal to minus 8. So s is equal to less or minus j 2 root 2. 2 root 2. Okay na? So 2 root 3 తీసుకున్నాను, that equal to 12 అవుతుంది. Okay na? 8 కాబట్టి 8 can be represented as 4 into 2. Square root of this one 2 we will get. So minus 8 means a plus or minus 2, right? So this is a point where s is equal to plus j 2 root 2 and minus j 2 root is the intersection points of the root locus with the imaginary axis. That is the procedure for finding the intersection of the corresponding rule number 7. Up to now it is clear, right, everyone? That is a general. So different conventional methods are there, like substituting the j omega in this equation. You will follow the conventional method. One is one way for finding the that means if your k is equal to 48 and replace with s is equal to j omega, you will find out the imaginary and real values. You will get a imaginary that point of intersection represents a root locus also. So different methods, different convention. As well as by using the angle condition also you can find out the method also. That is also one more trick for this one. Okay. So it takes apart from all those things, the root locus is the simplest one, and within a short span of time you will get the answer. That's why we will prefer this one. Okay. So up to now 8 rules are there, and as well as if you go for the 8th one, it is not valid for this one. Okay, 8th rule is only valid for. Okay, it is only valid for whenever the complex root locus are existing in the corresponding system, maybe complex pole or maybe complex zero. At that time only we will find out the angle of departure and angle of aperture conservation. Okay. So these are the tricks, but one more point will be left out here. So that point is nothing but if the centroid two roots or maybe two asymptotes are moving in this direction, right? So three branches are approaches to infinite. One branch is approaches with 180 degrees, one branch is approaches with 60 degrees, and second one approaches with 300 degrees. But which point it maybe touches? This is also question mark, right? So as well as what is you will find out all those things, and apart from this, we will point. Okay, actually they mentioned that one important one problem they will give that. Instead of that problem, find the value of k so that the damping ratio is equal to 0.5. Okay, within the problem they mentioned that find the value of k value find out cheyandi. Zeta is equal to 0.5 అయితే అన్నారు. పాయింట్ మెన్షన్ చేసి వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ k ని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయండి. సో ఈ కన్సిడరేషన్ లో k వాల్యూ ఏమవుతుందో మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ప్రాసెస్ అన్నమాట. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ k వాల్యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలంటే మనం బేసిక్ గా స్టార్టింగ్ లో కొన్ని నేర్చుకున్నాం. అంటే అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ బిఫోర్ సమ్ కన్సిడరేషన్స్ మనం ఏంటంటే ఒక రైట్ యాంగిల్ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఫార్మ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. లైక్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద జీటా d స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 1 మైనస్ జీటా స్క్వేర్, లైక్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ ద టైం రెస్పాన్స్ అనాలిసిస్. ఇలా తీసుకున్నప్పుడు దిస్ యాంగిల్ రిప్రజెంట్ ఏమవుతుందంటే cos theta. ఓకేనా, ఆల్ఫా ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు హియర్ cos theta is equal to, okay, there are cos theta, maybe cos theta, maybe alpha, whatever it is. Okay, cos theta is equal to this is the right, cos theta is equal to. So from this you need to find out the theta value. Theta is equal to cos inverse of zeta value, right? So therefore theta is equal to cos inverse of zeta means zeta value is equal to what value? Zeta is equal to 0.5. 0.5 can be represented as 1/2. Okay. So you will get an angle action, right? So that angle is equal to approximately, you will get a 60 degrees, right? So that is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. So they mentioned that only sketch the root locus with the open loop transfer function, find the value of k and the damping ratio of t 0.45. That is a considerations only. Apart from that they won't give any value. ఓకే, అదొక్కడే ఇచ్చేసి k వాల్యూ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయండి అన్నాడు. అలాంటి కేసెస్ ఏం చేయాలంటే మనకి తీటా వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. ఈ తీటా వాల్యూ ఏం చేయాలంటే ఆరిజిన్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఓకే 60 డిగ్రీస్ లో ఒక లైన్ ప్లాట్ చేయాలి. ఆరిజిన్ దగ్గర నుంచి 60 డిగ్రీస్ ఎంత యాంగిల్ అయితే వస్తుందో అంత యాంగిల్ తో ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయండి. ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తే ఈ పాయింట్ అనేది ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఈ రూట్ లోకస్ డయాగ్రామ్ సమ్ వేస్ ఎక్కడ టచ్ అవుతుంది. దట్ పాయింట్ ఈజ్ జనరల్లీ మనం ఏంటి SD అని చెప్తాం. ఓకేనా, డామినెంట్ పోల్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ అజంప్షన్. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలంటే ఈ పోల్ నుంచి k వాల్యూ ఎలా వస్తుందంటే k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇక్కడ ఒక ఫార్ములా ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా, k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు మనం తీసుకున్నప్పుడు డామినెంట్ పోల్ అనే కాన్సెప్ట్ తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ప్రతి ఒక్క లైన్ కి ఒక లైన్ తీసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ నుంచి అంటే ప్రతి పోల్ కి సమ్ డిస్టెన్స్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయండి. యాజ్ వెల్ as జీరోస్ కూడా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే దీన్ని స్కేల్ యూస్ చేసి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయండి. వి డోంట్ హావ్ ఎనీ అనదర్ మెథడ్. స్కేల్ యూస్ చేస్తే ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ తెలుస్తుంది. ఓకేనా, ఆ డిస్టెన్స్ యూస్ చేసి బేసికల్లీ నేను క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి వాల్యూ మీకు చెప్తున్నాను. బట్ ఓకే, we are predefined calculate these two values. దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు క్యాషువల్ గా మీరు స్కేల్ యూస్ చేసి ప్లాట్ డ్రా చేసినప్పుడు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ అంటే అందుకని నీట్ గా ప్లాట్ అనేది కాదు, ఇది నీట్ గా ప్లాట్ చేస్తేనే కరెక్ట్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి, రఫ్ గా చేసిన. సో ఫర్ దట్ పర్పస్ k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ ఫార్ములా అన్నమాట. అంటే లెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ L1 L2 అజంప్షన్ తీసుకోండి. నేను సూపర్ కన్వీనియంట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ అజంప్షన్ L1 అనుకుంటున్నా, L2 L3 3 పోల్స్ కాబట్టి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ ఫార్ములా ఏంటంటే ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది లెంగ్త్ ఆఫ్ ది వెక్టర్ ఫ్రమ్ ఆల్ పోల్స్ టు ST. అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్క పోల్ నుంచి ఈ పోల్ కి ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది, ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ మనం L1 L2 అని దాన్ని ప్రోడక్ట్ చేయాలి. అంటే దట్ మీన్స్ k ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు L1 L2 L3 డివైడెడ్ బై ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ లెంగ్త్స్ ఫ్రమ్ జీరోస్ టు పర్టికులర్ పోల్. ఇక్కడ జీరో లేదు, సో దట్ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 1 అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా? సో నేను క్యాల్కులేట్ చేస్తే నాకు ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూస్ ఎంత వస్తాయంటే L1 వచ్చేసి 1.3 and L2 వచ్చేసి 1.75, L3 వచ్చేసి 3.5 divided by. So you will get value of 7.96, that is equal to 8. And k value is equal to 8 in this case. That is the process. In case if you are neatly plot this one, you will get the value of that solution actually. So this is nothing but complete solution for finding the k values and all those things. Okay. So this is nothing but all about the root locus. But there will be some process will be there. You need to calculate these values also. Okay. So this can be calculated by using some techniques will be there, like some shortcuts will be there, like one angle divided by two branches. Okay. That is also one more trick will be there. Okay. That will be discussed in the later session. So instead of two angles, you have to choose only one, maybe 60 degrees divided by. So that trick is also like some trick will be there. Actually, maybe cos theta. I don't know exactly. Time being, okay, cos theta is equal to cos 60 degrees divided by number of branches or approaches to imaginary axis. So cos 60 is equal to maybe root 3, right? Sorry, 1 by 2, that is a bracket, right? Okay, maybe you will get root 3 by 2, 1/8. So in order to find out the these intersection point of the asymptotes with imaginary axis, one trick will be there. That is equal to, suppose we will get a 60 value, right? So formula for that one is equal to intersection of that point is equal to j into, okay, sigma j sigma under tan inverse of theta divided by number of branches approaches to imaginary axis. That is equal to 2 in this case. Why? Because one branch is approaches to infinite with 180 degrees and remaining two branches only towards the imaginary axis. Therefore, that's why I will take 2. Okay. So therefore, j into sigma is equal to centroid. Centroid is equal to -2, right? Centroid is equal to -2 as well as tan inverse of theta. So obviously there is a doubt, sir. So theta is equal to 60 or maybe 300. So you will take only one value. That's enough, no issues. Okay. 300 can be represented in terms of 180 plus format, we will get the same values, right? So therefore that is equal to 360 minus 60. Okay, so you will get this one first angle is equal to 60, therefore you will take tan inverse of 60, you will get a root 3 divided by 2. So therefore you will get j into root 3, right? So sigma minus root 3 by 2, right? So it may be plus or minus. Okay, so plus or minus corresponding centroid value is equal. Actually, we will get a centroid is equal to, right, -2. So this is the imaginary axis. Okay, at root 3 plus j root 3 and minus j root 3 to touch out. This is nothing but angle of asymptote touching point. That is different. Root locus touches with the imaginary axis. That is the different. ఓకేనా? ఇవి రెండు అప్రోచెస్, ఇది ఇక్కడ టచ్ అవుతుంది, ఇది ఇక్కడ. బట్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఒక పాయింట్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తాం, రూట్ లోకస్ అప్రోచెస్ విత్ ఇన్ఫైనైట్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ది అసిమ్ప్టోట్స్ అంటాం. ఇవి ఎలా అయితే వెళ్తాం ఆ డైరెక్షన్ అప్రోచెస్ టు ఇన్ఫైనైట్ వెళ్తున్నాయి అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా దేర్ విల్ బి ఛాన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఈస్ ద హైయెస్ట్ వన్ కంపేర్డ్ టు రూట్ లోకస్. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఆల్ డిస్కషన్ అబౌట్ ది root locus. I hope it is clear somewhat, right? In case if you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. We will resolve all those things. Thank you.